Introducing VeDPX. The long wait is over. VeDPX is here. The next phase of Dopex's tokenomics is finally here. Once implemented, holders will be able to lock DPX for VeDPX, which is required to receive governance rights and boosted rewards within the Dopex ecosystem. The vote escrowed model was first introduced by Curve Finance, a decentralized exchange that specializes in low-slippage high-volume trading of pegged assets. The model involves locking tokens for a period of up to 4 years in exchange for boosted governance and rewards on the platform. By locking their tokens, holders gain the right to vote on decisions and control where emissions are directed. The longer the governance token is locked, the more voting power holders receive. The VE token is usually used to earn platform fees, vote on governance, receive boosted pool rewards, and acquire possible bribes. VeDPX will bear a close resemblance to this model, but with some minor tweaks. Dopex's native token, DPX, will need to be locked for a certain period of time to receive the governance token, VeDPX. This will enable users to participate in voting. Voting power will be central to the functionality of the Dopex platform, since it dictates gauge weights to pools, which itself dictates the amount of emissions those pools receive. These emissions will control the flow of liquidity into the protocol. Pools that receive a large vote allocation can expect more liquidity, since liquidity providers will want to earn the higher emissions. VeDPX holders will also be able to vote on strikes for our SSOV options, strikes for IRO options, wide-end vaults, V2 parameters, and more. The longer one locks DPX, the more VeDPX one receive. Since VeDPX is the governance token, those that lock for longer will have more control over liquidity distribution on Dopex. In addition to this, VeDPX provides holders with platform fees and boosted pool rewards. This next section will go over the VeDPX specs. VE Lock. DPX holders will be able to lock their tokens for up to 207 weeks, that is 4 years, in exchange for VeDPX. Note that after locking your VeDPX is non-transferable and cannot be redeemed for DPX until the lock duration ends. The supply of VeDPX in your wallet will decrease as the unlock period approaches. Can be used for governance voting, platform rewards, etc. The longer you lock your DPX, the more VeDPX voting power you will receive. 1 DPX locked for 4 years equals 1 VeDPX. 1 DPX locked for 3 years equals 0.75 VeDPX. 1 DPX locked for 2 years equals 0.5 VeDPX. 1 DPX locked for 1 year equals 0.25 VeDPX. Everyone locking DPX will be rewarded with 10K DPX split among all VeDPX stackers throughout the first year. Utilities. At launch, VeDPX stackers will be able to receive yield from protocol fees and from DPX rewards. Other future utilities are as follows: voting on governance proposals, voting on interest rate option strikes, voting on gauge weights to decide on emissions, voting on strikes for put pools, voting on strikes for call pools, deciding on future incentives for all our products, deciding on new SSOV vaults, deciding on new IRO vaults, deciding RDPX V2 parameters, choosing yes or no vaults. Holders with 1K VeDPX, 1K DPX staked for 4 years, can arbitrage the DPX USD pool. This video is for educational purpose. Please do your own research. You will find helpful links in the description. Adios.